and you, and welcome to Malta. If you're bored of the rainy, wet UK weather and you fancy a getaway, I can give you 3 good reasons why you should do exactly just that. Malta, Gozo and Camino. These islands are sure to offer you an unforgettable holiday. The whole country is only twice the size of Greater Manchester, but what it lacks in size, it certainly makes up for in attractions. I'm here to explore the best places to go and things to do on the island, and it really does seem that good things do come in small packages. Coming up on the show, we delve into the history and mystery of Malta's temples. I get fed and watered at the island's top eateries. We show you 3 very different properties, each offering a unique side to Maltese life. And I take the plunge and try my hand at the country's most popular activity, scuba. But first, let's get to know the island a little bit better. Malta's capital, Valletta, is Europe's tiniest capital, but packed into its streets and alleyways are hundreds of years of history. The Knights of St. John founded the city in 1566 after the Great Siege. You will see tall buildings designed to shade the streets from the hot sun and perfectly straight streets to allow cooling sea breezes to circulate. The adjoining island of Gozo hosts the Cittadella. A fortified city, it's home to many historic buildings, including the cathedral in Victoria. It is most famous for the remarkable optical illusion painted on its ceiling, which depicts the interior of a dome that was never built. 98% of Malta's population are Catholic, so it's no surprise their churches are spectacular. Malta gained independence from the United Kingdom in 1964 and is currently a member of the European Union, and they use the euro. The country's official languages are Maltese and English, which is handy for us Brits. Nowadays, it's one of Europe's most popular destinations, and a holiday wouldn't be a holiday without beaches, and Malta has some of the best in the Med. The crystal clear waters attract thousands of sun worshippers every year. Golden Bay is one of the many picturesque sights, but is very popular, so get your towel down early. The island also boasts a vibrant nightlife, with plenty of restaurants, bars and clubs to suit most tastes. The island also hosts the annual Isle of MTV concert, which last year attracted 40,000 clubbers. Right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Flights from here cost around about £200 per person, that's in high season, and accommodation from as cheap as £220. If it's 5-star you're after, you're looking at around about the £1,000 mark. We've got more on accommodation coming up a little bit later on in the show, but right now, let's take a bird's eye view. What better way to start our tour of Malta than from above? Seaplanes offer the perfect viewpoint. Lara, tell us a little bit about Harbour Air.
Harbour Air Seaplanes is the largest all-seaplane company in the world. It's been operating over 25 years out of British Columbia and Canada. The plane is a de Havilland Single Otter, and it travelled between Vancouver and Malta on wheels, and then the floats were assembled here in Malta.
So for anyone coming to Malta on holiday then, why would they take a flight on a seaplane?
Because it's a unique and exhilarating experience. One has to try it to know the fun. What is so beautiful about it, first of all, is because it's taking off in our beautiful Grand Harbour. It's fun. You see the water splashing, the windows being filled with water, and you're going up in this beautiful harbour. It's, believe me, a unique experience.
So I've never taken off or landed on water. Does it feel different to a normal plane?
Definitely feels very, very different. And apart from that, we fly quite low. We fly at about 500 feet over the sea and 1,200 feet over land, which obviously gives the opportunity for the clients to really appreciate the beauty of Malta and Gozo.
Some fantastic sights there, and we've got a perfect view of what Malta looks like today. But Malta is bursting with history, so let's find out more. The temples and relics of Ajaim and Menidra are the most preserved and impressive of Malta's prehistoric sites, and they date back to earlier than the pyramids. From 800 BC, the Phoenicians took over, and it's thought that the eyes on the fishing boats here stem from that period. The Romans were next and seem to have enjoyed the high life a lot, if the excavated remains are anything to go by. The national flag comes from the Norman Count Roger, who tore up his red and white banner in half and gave to his Maltese supporters as they threw out the arrows. Perhaps the most famous and influential were the Knights of St. John, a religious order of knights who were dedicated to helping the sick and the poor. They rented the island from the Holy Roman Emperor Charles V for a measly sum of just 2 falcons a year. The Knights were taken to heart by the Maltese and invested heavily in the island. Probably their most glorious moment was withstanding a siege from an overwhelming number of Turks. Victory Day is the 8th of September and is still celebrated today. And the capital, Valletta, takes its name from the Grand Master who was in charge at that time. Malta's strategic importance continued and Napoleon invaded in 1798. It was a British colony during World War II and played a vital role in supplying ships in the Mediterranean. It was granted independence in 1964 and they recently became part of the EU and they now use the euro. Being surrounded by crystal clear waters means that Malta is never short of fresh seafood. And strolling around the bay here at Marsa Schlock, you're spoilt for choice with some great cafes and restaurants. But of course, this being Channel M, we only eat in the poshest of restaurants. And if you feel like spoiling yourself, I have it on very good authority that this is the best restaurant on the island. So let's find out. Joseph, you're the restaurant manager here at Ta French. It is an amazing place and you've already told me a little bit about the history, an old farmhouse from the 14th century. Talk me through the food now because this looks fantastic.
So as a first plate here we do have a duck turbitarine, which is a typical dish on the island. It's served with pistachio and mango and chutney piccalilli. It is served with brioche. Here on the side we have the salmon roulade with lobster and beetroot coulis. And this is dessert, we have the creme brulee, and it's garnished with fresh strawberries.
You grow a lot of herbs, don't you, here at Ta
Yes,
French?
we do have lots of herbs. We have over 50 kinds of herbs, which they use in the kitchen as a fresh herb, and we use it as well as a garnish on the table.
And the piece de resistance, you're going to do a flambé for us a little bit later?
Of course, if you like, I'm very pleased to do it for you.
Thank you.
An alcohol is made from anise to give the flavor for the prawns and the dishes. Here are the dishes now ready, nearly done. Okay, hope you will enjoy it. So,
thank you, Joe. Thank you. Wow, that was gorgeous. And after all those calories, what better way to work them off than a spot of all-night dancing? Patchville is the heart of Malta's nightlife, and we're going up. Major nights and international DJs come here, and you can see why, because it's absolutely buzzing. Well, I've just about recovered from all of that. Now, if you're serious about your holidays, you need to look at all the options for where to stay, which could mean hours on the internet, lots of phone calls, or you could just watch me as Paul shows us a selection of what's on offer.
Hi Jude.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
Thanks for showing us around today.
Not a problem.
Wow, it looks great. Huge size and really neutrally and modern decorated.
That's right, this is a penthouse property situated in St Paul's Bay, to be precise. We're in Budjeba now. We've got fantastic views of St Paul's Island and the Mediterranean Sea.
Stunning.
But first, let's have a look around the apartment.
What would it cost somewhere like this?
Well, you're looking in low season at around 450 sterling per week, and in the high season, 525, 550.
Okay. Well, it's a stunning apartment and great value as well for the money.
Absolutely, yeah. No,
lovely
it is.
big terrace.
Yes,
and
yes. Enjoy the outdoors.
Check out these views.
Yeah. Looking out onto St Paul's Island and beyond there goes on. Come on in, Jude.
Right, this looks nice.
Okay. Do you want to come through here?
Yeah, let's have a look around. It's a great size apartment, Paul, and a lovely big bathroom.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a 2-bedroom apartment, sleeping 4 people. You have the sofa bed there, so you can get 6 in.
Okay, what price would you be asking for a rental of this size?
Well, in the winter period, you're probably looking at about 500 per week.
Per week.
Okay, and over the peak season, sort of July, August, then you're going to be looking at onward and upward to 1,000 per week.
Okay. Oh, nice open kitchen, Paul.
Yes, nice modern kitchen.
Nice open plan living, which is good if you've got friends around chatting and drinking and eating.
That's right, and I think synonymous to Mediterranean lifestyle. Shall we go to the balcony terrace?
Yes, please. Wow.
Quite something, isn't it?
What a beautiful marina.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I feel like I should have a glass of champagne in hand.
Oh, most definitely.
Where is it?
Well, here's Porto Masso. It's probably the most exclusive complex development on the island, and certainly offers an excellent investment in terms of holiday letting.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of wealth around here as well with those beautiful boats.
Oh, indeed, yeah.
So, Paul, if you were thinking of purchasing one of these apartments, would you say it'd be a worthwhile investment?
Almost certainly so. I mean, the Porto Masso development itself certainly is a benchmark, as it were, in terms of these complexes. This particular complex, the added bonus most certainly is the marina, which is absolutely beautiful.
Let's check it out.
Sure. There's a lot of money sat in there right now.
Absolutely. All right, Paul, so this is the final property you're going to show us around then?
Yeah, this is Villa Aurora in the Santa Maria estate in Malta, and this is the creme de la creme.
This looks amazing. Let's have a look around.
Come on in.
Thank you. How much would this cost?
Well, a property like this is going to cost you in the low season €2,500, and then in the high season 5,500 per week. But for that, you're going to get a BMW chauffeur-driven car upon coming to Malta, and you get a welcome pack: champagne, spirit, beer, just basically everything that you want.
And there seems to be quite a few celebrities that are coming through to Malta as well. Can you name a couple of names, people you've seen
sure.
come in?
Gary Neville really loves the island. Rumour has it that Posh and Becks have got a property here, but that's kept very low-key.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, and I guess I can dream, but Saha?
Saha, thank you.
So if you want to find out more about a destination, it's always best to ask the locals.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. George, we've seen some lovely sights around Malta over the last few days, but what's it like actually living here on the island?
I think the weather plays an important role of living on this island. You can tell, but even just by having so many expats coming over to Malta, either retiring here or finding employment over here. The life over here is very easy and simple due to the size of the island. It's incredible that you can leave home, take the kids to school, and you can drive to the office, and it just takes you 5 to 10 minutes. We've got a fantastic summer. It's about 4 or 5 months long, great weather, and Sicily is just a few hours away by boat. So anybody who's into the seafaring type lifestyle would find this place incredible.
So the lifestyle is great on Malta. What other things do you do apart from sailing, just to enjoy the life in the area?
There's loads of stuff to do on the island. Me as a local, I don't even know all the history of this island, let alone foreigners coming over to the island on a holiday. But it's such a close-knit community that wherever you go, you'll be driving along on the road and you can just wave to anybody, and you go to a supermarket and somebody knows your name. So it's a very close-knit village type of life, basically.
And what would you say to anyone who wanted to come for a holiday to Malta?
Pack your bags and come along, basically. You don't need much money. Property is a bit more expensive recently due to Malta joining the EU, more expatriates coming to live here, more businesses opening here. But still, very good value for money, very safe, very clean. I've been around basically a few countries, but Malta is home basically. Your family's here, your relations, your friends. Again, the closeness of the Maltese, the friendship, the friendliness, the weather. I think it makes a great place to live or work here.
Malta is surrounded by water, so it would be silly not to go diving.
best way to learn how to put it together is if you follow me. I was very young when I started. I used to watch all the other divers in the bay, and I thought I wanted to do it as well. And my brother-in-law luckily happened to be an instructor, a basic instructor. So he taught me all the way through. Okay, you're all set.
And what do you love most about it?
It's the freedom, it's tranquility underwater. It's an amazing feeling. Wait till you do it, basically. It's so nice. The visibility here is amazing, and the view as well. If you have any worry during the day, you just forget all about it.
And just feel relaxed.
Feel relaxed.
So Josette was telling me she left investment banking to do that job, and I can totally understand why. Malta's location has always made it a glorious mix of cultures, and I have to say the people have been so friendly and welcoming. So if you're after a family holiday, maybe taking in the culture and the history, or some hardcore clubbing, then Malta is definitely worth a visit. We'll see you soon.